Hello and welcome to a whole new episode of Stout Out Loud's live Untappd ratings. Today I'm reviewing this beer right here, and it's the first time I'm reviewing a beer by this brewery. They're called Dutch Bargain. They're from a very remote place in the Netherlands called Zeeuws-Vlaanderen. No one ever comes there because it's quite difficult to get there. Been there only once in my whole life. And the beer is called Vote for Pedro. Now, for some reason, there are a lot more beers out there called Vote for Pedro. Don't know what's up with that. About Dutch Bargain, I don't know a whole lot about them, but what I do know is that they make good on their name by offering beers that are substantially cheaper than other craft beers, which is a good thing, especially for a Dutchman, because we do love a bargain. It's true, it's all true. I've had a couple of their beers before. They're never too complex, but then again, what can you expect when you pay fairly little for their beers? I've had a beer called King Dick, which was quite strong, very sweet, not very complex, but cheap and pleasing. I've had a beer called Coffee Connoisseur Moi, which was a coffee stout, which was also pretty good. And then I've had a couple that I didn't enjoy as much. I remember one that had a slightly fruity thing going on. I don't like that very much. And this one is supposed to be sweet, which is not very special, but also a bit spicy, and probably that's why they gave it a Mexican reference in the name, the Vote for Pedro. It actually says, reach for the stars with Pedro. The designs are usually quite basic. That fits with the whole bargain thing. By the way, their explanation for their name, Dutch Bargain, is different from mine. Mine is they make fairly cheap craft beers. But they've got some kooky explanation that I won't recap here, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. One thing that makes their beers also feel a little cheap is this strange seam that is in the cans, which makes it feel a little plasticky, even though it's not. So let's give it a go. I have no idea what I paid for this. I don't think there was a price tag, but I'm expecting it to be somewhere between 3 and 4 euros, which really is a bargain. It's not very thick and very dark. I guess I would describe it as coffee that's a little weak. I don't know. Yeah, with a bit of imagination, I can get a bit of chipotle in there. You know, the smoky, spicy thing. I think that's what I'm getting. It's a little off-putting at first because it starts sweet in a slightly nauseating way. Yeah, I'm getting the chipotle if I inhale strongly. That's what I'm getting. Now, this beer is supposed to start sweet and end spicy. Let's see if that's true. I do love spicy, so who knows? God damn it. I don't know about the sweetness. Could have used some. It's definitely spicy. It's incredible. But it's a really dry sort of wooden kind of flavor to it. And then strong spiciness. Very peppery. That has also always got going for it. It's very weak in the flavor department. It's also rather thin. But damn, have they succeeded to get that pepper in there. It's really strange. It's unlike any beer I've had before. I kind of have the feeling they just, you threw a whole bag of ground chilies in there or something. It's a daring choice. I'm glad I'm well trained to handle spicy. I think someone else who isn't would have stopped after the first sip and tossed it. Yeah, what to do with this? It's definitely unique. I'll have to give them that. It is unique. For the price of admission, could be worth the experience, because this is what it is. It's an experience beer. It's not a beer to enjoy, to take small sips of the entire evening. Well, it kind of is, because if you take a big gulp, then you're probably going to be on fire. It's not a beer to enjoy, it's a beer to experience. And I find it difficult to put a rating to that. But enjoyment in the end, I guess, is more important than doing something that's an interesting experiment but maybe doesn't taste as good. I'm going to go with 3.75 for effort. There you go. This beer is a great example of how we can give you a heads up about what to buy and what not to buy. Because if you're not into spicy, this is not what you want to spend your money on. Please subscribe to our channel, Stout Out Loud, and help us continue to do this. Thank you very much, and cheers.